Page 5 and 6. Next to nothing and celescalating the hymels and all, hierarchitectity pip tit top loftical, with a burning bush above of its bauble top, with Lawrence O'Toolers clittering up and tumbles of buckets cluttering down. Of the first was he to bear arms, and a name was Sally Bouzela of Roisengeborg, his crest of heraldry and vert with ancillars troublent argent, a he-goak pursuivant horrid horned. His scutsome fest with archers strung, ouch, Helio of the second, hooch is for husbandman handling his hoe. Ho, 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 Mr. Finn, you're going to be Mr. Finn again. Comedy morn, and oh, your vines, Sunday's Eve, and your vinegar. Ha, 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 Mr. Fun, you're going to be fined again. What then agent like brought about that tragedy Thunder's Day, this municipal sin business? Our cube house still rocks as ear witness to the thunder of his Araphatus, but we hear also through successive ages that Shebi Koiroish of uncalified Mussolini missile hymns that would blackguardize the white stone ever turtled out of heaven. Stay us, wherefore, in our search for righteousness, O sustainer, what time we rise and when we take up to Toothmick, and before we lump down up own our leather bed, and in the night and at the fading of the stars. For a nod to the neighbour is better than wink to the Wapsanti. Is it? Dunno. Otherwise, Wesways, like that provost scoffing Bedonine, the Jebel and the Gypsian Sea, crabherb the crunch bracken shall decide. Then we'll know it, the feast is a fly day. She has a gift of seek on sight, and she all casually answers helpers, the dreamy dearie. Heed, it may hath been a misfired brick, as some say, or it mought have been due to a collapsus of his back promises, as others looked at it. Bracket, there extant by now 1001 stories, all told of the same. Brackets. But so sore did Abe ite Ivy's hollired Abels. Did he? What with the Walholes horrors of Rolls-Royce, car hacks, Stoningans, kissed veins, tram trees, Fargo ballers, autokinotons, hippo hobbibillies, street fleets, turning taxes, megafogs, circuses, and wards moats, and basilicirks, and aeropagods, and the Hoys, and the Jolly Brule, and the Peeler in the Coat, and the Mecklenburg bitch bite at his ear, and the Merlin Burrow Burrocks, and his 4 old porecourts, the Boar, the Moor. And his blight black working stacks at 12 pins a dozen, and the newbie buses sliding along Safety First Street, and the Derry jelly bees snooping around Tell No Taylor's corner, and the fumes and the hopes and the struppy thump of his viles indigenous Rome keepers, home sweepers. Dome creepers, Thurman, fancy mud, murrummed, and all uproar from all his oaf roofs, a roof for many and a reef for Hugh, but under his bridge suits Tony. But bridge? Wan, warning, filth, tippling full, his howled feel heavy, his hot it did shake, there was a wall, of course, in erection. Dim, he stuttered from the latter, damn, he was dud. Dum mastabatum, when a mon marries his lute is all along, for whole the world to see. Shies, I should she, McCool, or a why deed ye die, of a trying thirsty morning, sobs they sided at Finnegans Wake, all the hooligans of the nation, prostrated in their consternation, and their duodecimally profusion plethora of ululation. Is that bad by you too? There was plums and grooms and sheriffs and sithers and raiders and cinnamon too, and all the giant in with the shoutmost joviality, Agog and Magog, and the round of the Magrog to the continuation of that celebration until Hanand Hunnigan's extermination. Some in kink and caress, more can keening, belling him up and filling him down. He's stiff, but he's steady, is Priam Olam. 'Twas he was the dacent gay labouring youth, sharpen his pillows, go and tap up his beer. E'era where in his world would ye hear such a din again, with their deep brow fundings and their dusty fidelios. They laid him broad down a lang glassed bed, with a apocalypse of Finnegans for his feet. It's not bad. Be nice, I wouldn't mind a apocalypse of Finnegans for me feet. And a barrel load of Guinnesses, o'er his head. See the tootle of the fluid hang the twaddle of the fullid. Oh. Hurrah! There is but young glaive for the owl globe wheels in view, which is logically the same thing. Well, him a being so on the flounder of his bulk, like an overgrown babbling, like wee peepsy at home, well, see, PG, ought he, platter plate. That thing, from Shopalis to Bailiwick, or from Ashton to Bournemouth, or from by the banks to round the head, or from the foot of the bill to Ireglint's eye, he calmly extensilize, and all the way a horn from fjord to fjell, his bay winds, oboe bows shall wail him.